did lose a lot of impact starters last year, but Coach Megan and I, we really worked hard recruiting last year, and we have quite a few of impact newcomers now. So when we talk depth, I really believe they're a large part of the reason why we have such a deep team this year.
I mean, we lost like a good amount of starters, but we also got a lot of more depth now, I think. Like pitching staff, we have a lot, like we had Bree last year that was just like the starter, and we always turned to Bree, but now we have a lot more depth for pitching.
I think consistently Barry's always produced a strong pitching staff, but I think this might be one of the deepest we've ever had. That makes a huge difference. That'll keep you in games no matter what. And then we brought in a lot of freshmen who are also very talented, very athletic, multiple position players. You know, right off the bat, if we're talking about freshmen specifically, you know, Megan Copeland comes in and she offers a lot in the offensive lineup. Alexis Kent is a very good utility player, very good. She's very good behind the plate. She's good at every position she plays, third base, outfield. So she's very likely going to anchor right field for us and maybe even behind the plate.
As far as being able to play multiple positions, I've been always told, don't be set on one position, play multiple. Your chances of going to the college game are a lot more likely. So to be able to play multiple positions, I just do what's best for the team, and if coach needs me in right field, then I'll play right field. If she needs me behind the plate, then I'll be behind the plate.
You know, that brings me to a freshman I didn't even mention about impact players, and she might be one of the few four-time starters the program's ever had. She may not, assuming no injury, Ashley Fernandez might start every game of her career. And she's an elite level third baseman, but she's an elite level athlete in general.
Coach Penner has helped me a lot in the outfield. I was struggling in the beginning because going from infield to outfield is hard and so many different techniques. And as long as she has confidence in me and works with me as much as she is in the outfield, then I expect to be as good as she believes me to. And with a lot of work, I should be ready in the spring.
Really awesome dad. Every year I feel like I've grown a lot, and you know, as a freshman it's just kind of not really going through the motions, but getting used to everything, and sophomore year is kind of figuring it out, and junior year I think I stepped up a little bit in my leadership, and then this year leadership's going to be a really pivotal role. I know what coach expects, and I'm doing my best to relay that to the younger girls, and everyone's really taking to it really well.
I think with me, Sarah, and Nat, I think all of us, like, knowing each other and how we work together, we're good leaders on the field. Like, I know people look at me and Sarah because we work so hard on and off the field that they know, like, once we're on the field, like, we don't mess around. Like, off the field, we joke around, but we know when to stop. And then on the field, it's like, this is game time. Like, we came here to win. Like, we're not messing around.
Kayla and Sarah, they're naturally hard workers, inherently hard workers. They're never outworked. They're great leaders. And usually I'm able to go to Sarah or Kayla and I can have a conversation with them that I might not be able to have with other athletes. And it's not a preferential treatment, it's just I can go to them and I can ask them how their bodies feel. Are you hurting? You know, and if I get an answer of yes, I know, okay, we need to tail it back a little bit. And it's great because they both perform on the field. You know, and it's nice when they also perform off the field. Academically, athletically, practice, grades, they make the right decisions, so it's easy to go to them for things.
Impact seniors such as Kayla and Sarah Bro, that really push us through our workouts and motivate us to work out even more than we do. We had our preseason workouts like before we started in the fall, and we have fitness testing so we stay in shape.
Our preseason has been a little bit different, a different focus than we've done in the past. I think one of the areas that we tried to prioritize and focus on was the fitness. Our approach this year was, let's get them as physically prepared as possible, both fitness, you know, and skill and on the field to compete at as high of a level as we absolutely could. So we implemented for the first time fitness testing, and if you didn't pass, you didn't practice.
The fall went really well. We got some really good practices in, got the team structure down pretty good, our plays down. We seemed to work hard over the winter. Everyone came back in good shape.
Coach has been pushing us a lot more than she has my past 4 years, and they've been sticking to, like, if you don't pass your fitness test, you don't practice, and you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting the whole team. And people realize it, and I think this year, like, we came back a lot stronger than we ever had. Our practices have been a lot tougher for the past 4 years too. Like, coach is like, this is it, like we're going to win this year.
Every year we expect to compete for a conference championship. I know people say that a lot, and I think at Barry we don't say it lightheartedly. I think every coach that says that really wholeheartedly believes it. We really do have the pieces to the puzzle to do very well. We have the pitching, you know, we have the catching, and I've got depth in catching, and I return my starting first baseman, my starting second baseman, my starting shortstop, my starting third baseman, my starting catcher. We're not looking to tie for second, we're looking to win. And it's interesting because this year